Have you ever wondered about the different types of animals and their characteristics? Let's embark on a journey to explore this fascinating world. Animals, in the simplest terms, are multicellular organisms that breathe oxygen and move around to find their food. They are a significant part of our planet's biodiversity, with an array of shapes, sizes, and colors that never cease to amaze us. From the microscopic water bear to the majestic blue whale, animals make up an essential part of the Earth's ecosystem. Each species, unique in its own right, showcases a variety of adaptations and survival strategies. They inhabit every corner of the globe, from the deepest ocean trenches to the highest mountain peaks, demonstrating an incredible range of adaptability and resilience. And how vast is this world of animals? Well, we've discovered over 1 million species so far, and there's still so much more to learn. With over 1 million species, the animal kingdom is a diverse and fascinating world ready for us to explore. Dive into the animal kingdom, a realm of extraordinary creatures and complex relationships. This kingdom is teeming with life in all its vibrant forms, each with its unique characteristics and fascinating features. Our journey begins with mammals. These are warm-blooded creatures renowned for their ability to regulate their body temperature. Notable for their hair or fur and their ability to nurse their young with milk, mammals are a diverse group, encompassing everything from the tiny shrew to the enormous blue whale. Next, we encounter the birds, an array of colorful and diverse creatures. They're distinguished by their feathers and their ability to fly, although there are exceptions like the flightless penguin and ostrich. Birds lay hard-shelled eggs and are warm-blooded, much like mammals. Then we have the reptiles, cold-blooded animals that rely on their environment to control their body temperature. This group includes turtles, lizards, snakes, and crocodiles. Reptiles are known for their scaly skin and, with the exception of snakes, most lay eggs. We then move on to amphibians, creatures that lead double lives. They begin their journey as aquatic, gill-breathing creatures only to morph into air-breathing adults. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are all part of this fascinating group. Fish, the most abundant and diverse group in the animal kingdom, make up the next category. They are cold-blooded, live in water, and breathe using gills. They range from tiny seahorses to the massive whale shark, the largest fish in the sea. Last but certainly not least, we have the insects. Consisting of more than 1 million known species, insects are the most diverse group in the animal kingdom. They are invertebrates, meaning they lack a backbone, and they have exoskeletons, bodies divided into 3 parts, and pairs of jointed legs. From the smallest insect to the largest mammal, each animal plays a crucial role in the grand tapestry of the animal kingdom. As we continue our exploration, remember that understanding these creatures and their roles is key to appreciating the intricate balance of life on Earth. Did you know animals can be divided into 2 groups based on their blood type? That's right, based on how they regulate their body temperature, animals can be classified as either warm-blooded or cold-blooded. Let's dive a little deeper into these 2 fascinating categories. Warm-blooded animals are known as endotherms. These creatures have the ability to maintain a stable internal body temperature regardless of external conditions. This means whether they're in the freezing Arctic or the scorching desert, their bodies work constantly to maintain a steady temperature. Examples of warm-blooded animals include us humans, dogs, birds, and whales. On the other hand, we have cold-blooded animals, or ectotherms, who have a different approach to body temperature. Their internal body temperature fluctuates with the environment. So, on a hot day, a cold-blooded animal will have a high body temperature, and on a cold day, its body temperature will drop. Reptiles like snakes and lizards, amphibians like frogs and invertebrates, like spiders and insects are all examples of cold-blooded animals. Now you might wonder, why this difference? Why are some animals warm-blooded and others cold-blooded? Well, it all comes down to evolution and the environments these animals have adapted to. Warm-blooded animals, with their constant body temperature, are better equipped to handle extreme temperatures. They can be active and hunt for food at any time of the day or night in any weather. Cold-blooded animals, however, have a different strategy. They save energy by not having to constantly regulate their body temperature. This allows them to survive in conditions where food is scarce. But the downside is they become lethargic in cold weather and overly active in hot weather, which can limit their activities. So, in the grand scheme of things, being warm-blooded or cold-blooded isn't better or worse, it's just different. Each type has its own set of advantages and challenges, and each animal has developed unique ways to thrive in its environment. Whether warm-blooded or cold-blooded, each animal has adapted to survive in its unique environment. Let's delve deeper into the life of cold-blooded animals. These intriguing creatures, also known as ectotherms, have a body temperature that changes with the environment. This characteristic, while unique, comes with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. First, let's look at the plus side. Cold-blooded animals are the embodiment of energy efficiency. Unlike their warm-blooded counterparts, they don't burn energy to maintain a constant body temperature. This means they require less food and can survive longer periods without eating. They also have the ability to stay still for extended periods, a skill that can come in handy when it's time to pounce on prey or elude predators. But every coin has two sides, and being cold-blooded is no exception. One of the main challenges for these animals is their vulnerability to environmental changes. Since their body temperature fluctuates with the surroundings, extreme weather conditions can be life-threatening. A sudden cold snap can slow down their bodily functions to a dangerous level, while extreme heat can lead to overheating and dehydration. Moreover, this dependence on external sources of heat restricts their activity patterns and habitats. For instance, you'll find that many reptiles are active during the day when the sun can provide the warmth they need. At night, when temperatures drop, they become lethargic and inactive. This limits their ability to hunt or forage for food during cooler periods. But despite these challenges, cold-blooded animals have found ways to thrive. Some species, like certain types of frogs and turtles, can burrow into the ground and go into a state of dormancy during colder months, effectively bypassing the harsh conditions. Others, like snakes, have developed behaviors such as sunbathing to regulate their body temperature. In conclusion, while being cold-blooded presents its fair share of challenges, these animals have evolved unique strategies to overcome them. From energy efficiency to ingenious adaptations, cold-blooded animals showcase the incredible diversity and resilience of life on Earth. Cold-blooded animals have evolved to thrive in their specific habitats, despite the challenges they face. Now let's turn our attention to warm-blooded animals. These creatures, also known as endotherms, have the remarkable ability to maintain a constant body temperature regardless of their environment. This is a significant advantage as it allows them to survive in a wide range of habitats, from the frigid poles to the scorching deserts. They can be active during the day and night in all seasons and weather conditions, giving them a competitive edge over their cold-blooded counterparts. But how do they achieve this? It's all down to their metabolic rate. Warm-blooded animals have a high metabolic rate which generates heat. This heat is distributed throughout their bodies, keeping them warm. They have insulating features like fur, feathers, or layers of fat to retain this heat. A prime example of this is the emperor penguin in Antarctica. Despite the freezing conditions, they can maintain a body temperature of about 100 degrees Fahrenheit thanks to their high metabolic rate and layers of insulating feathers and fat. However, maintaining a constant body temperature comes with its own set of challenges. It requires a lot of energy, which means warm-blooded animals need to consume more food than their cold-blooded counterparts. They must constantly fuel their internal furnace to keep their metabolic rate high. This makes them more dependent on their food supply, and in times of scarcity, they might struggle to survive. Moreover, they also need to regulate their body temperature to prevent overheating. This is why dogs pant and birds ruffle their feathers to allow heat to escape from their bodies. Despite these challenges, being warm-blooded has enabled these animals to thrive in diverse environments. From the blue whales braving the icy oceans to the camels enduring the desert heat and the bats navigating the night skies, they've truly conquered various habitats on Earth. So, it's a trade-off. They might need to eat more and work harder to keep their temperature just right, but the ability to live in various environments and be active whenever they need to certainly gives warm-blooded animals an edge in the game of survival. Warm-blooded animals, with their unique adaptations, have conquered diverse habitats across the globe. From the depths of the oceans to the highest peaks, animals have adapted to survive and thrive. Our journey today has taken us through the fascinating world of animals, exploring their diverse nature and the kingdom they belong to. we've delved into the heart of their existence, the life-giving blood that runs through their veins. We've discovered that animals, in their infinite variety, possess either warm or cold blood, each type with its own unique set of advantages and disadvantages. The cold-blooded creatures, masters of energy conservation, yet vulnerable to the whims of their environment. The warm-blooded, with their constant body temperatures, maintaining a steady metabolic rate, yet requiring a constant supply of food to fuel their high-energy needs. Each type perfectly adapted to their respective niches in the web of life. Next time you encounter an animal, remember the wonderful complexity and diversity of the animal kingdom.